black and pink.
But it is 7 on the dot. Huh? Me too. That clock's still?
Hi, Jay.
All right, let's get this thing going.
Yeah, let's get this.
Are you ready?
I'll go eat.
Give me 2 seconds. Hey.
Anyone, I don't like Skittles.
Oh, just pass it
Jay,
on
don't
down,
take it.
oh, please. God.
Oh, I got it, Don's not here, so that'll be gone, just goes.
It's all, yeah.
Daryl, could you put your mic on, and you are good to go, sir.
Good evening and welcome to the Village of Webster Board meeting for February 8, 2024. If you would stand with me, please, for the pledge. And Carl, would you lead us?
United States of
America.
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I don't know what I am. Thank you, Al.
Nice job, Carl.
Yes.
Maybe, I think I'm
Didn't drink.
Well,
It's a good beginning, isn't it?
what a beautiful evening, huh? Unusual, but nice, we'll take it. We'll take it.
Jake, what'd you say?
Look at all the lightsabers you've got. Heather.
What? Can't think of everything.
All right, let's see. First of all, I guess we'll open the floor up for public comment. If there's anybody who would like to address the board this evening on a matter of concern. No? Guess not. Okay. And we'll close that portion of the meeting, and we will move now to regular village board business. First of all, we have a resolution to approve the claims and warrants. You have them in front of you. I want to sign them myself. Did not have any particular question that wasn't answered.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues with it.
Looks pretty basic. Pretty good.
I would comment that, well, we see bulk ice control rock salt that we purchased a bit of that. However, hopefully we're stockpiling it and we haven't used it, so that's good.
Don't let March fool you, it's gonna come.
Yeah.
It is, no doubt about it, probably even in.
It won't last long.
And we're bound to purchase a certain percentage of our allotment each year.
Right.
And then we can stockpile it too,
Yeah.
right? So-
Yep.
All right, so, do I have a motion to approve?
I'll make it.
I'll second.
Trustee Polito?
Aye.
Trustee Belkane?
Aye.
Trustee Lauer?
Aye.
Trustee Lancy?
Aye.
Mayor Byers?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Next, we have a resolution to authorize the village treasurer to sign an agreement with NICLAS to invest village funds. In the packet that you have information on NICLAS. I would mention in the last couple of pages that are in there, there are some highlights to this. One of them being NICLAS is an investment tool for short-term liquid investment designed specifically for the public sector. Third bullet down, the interest rate on CMB savings account for January for our savings at the moment is 0.25%. And with NICLAS, it's at 5.25%. So instead of, for January, receiving $72 plus, we would receive $1,034. So that's important. I think also as we move down, there are no limits on monthly transactions. So not limited just 2 or 3, but it's unlimited. And then villages that are currently invest with NICLAS: Rockport, Churchville, Fairport, Huntington Falls, Scottsville, Spencerport. So and then quite a number of towns are involved with it as well. So this was recommended by Danielle, and I think it's something that we should, that we should get involved.
So what's our upfront investment?
And the town of Brighton.
How much?
So the account that she's gonna be moving over, because there's so many ins and outs, is the general savings account, which is currently, if you see, it's $250,838. And the amount of interest we could have received in 1 month was the $1,134. We only got 72. And what's nice about them is that we can move things around without, penalty. It makes it very easy.
Yeah, I talked with her this afternoon, yeah.
Daryl, the villages are not in that list. It's right above where it says, so Village of Rockport, Village of Churchville, Village of Fairport, Village of Honeywell Falls, Village of Scottsville, and the Village of Scottsville. Oh, I thought you didn't see that. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, he mentioned it.
No, earlier when we were talking, and I was like, I don't see any villages. Sorry.
Pay attention.
Personally, I think it's worthwhile.
Oh, I do
Getting
too.
involved with it, and so.
And I met, myself and Marcia met with them a few years ago, and at that point, it wasn't, just mentioned Marcia, sure, looking around here. It wasn't worth it at that point, very minimal, but now,
So Marcia's in favor.
yeah. She wasn't at first, because it was about the same,
Yeah.
but now it's significant, so, which that stuff changes a lot. And Danielle offered to come in tonight, but I thought, hopefully I had to handle
That
it.
changes in what you need, that is really.
No, I think that in what it looks like here, and what the interest rate is currently, and the number of, I think, significant municipalities and fire districts, et cetera, that it's worthwhile. I would certainly be in favor. So we do have a resolution to authorize the village treasurer to sign the Sabina Midnight class to invest village funds.
How many take?
So I'd like to ask my typical question. Did Don go through all this document?
Yes, he did. He was actually the one that asked for, to make sure we had the right agreement,
It
and
would be nice that when he does that we all know that. Because sometimes I don't want to pass a motion without
well, I expected
legal,
him to be here, that's
Yeah.
why,
without legal to say, hey,
I know.
just in
And-
case.
Yeah, but I
I was also hoping for his support with questions, because he kind of understood it even more than I did. So Danielle, when she first brought it up to me, I said, make sure you talk to Don about it, and, yeah. Because we didn't even know if a resolution was needed, we wanted to make sure we were doing everything we need to do, and he said, yeah.
Actually needed. Is it needed? A resolution?
Yes. To allow her to invest.
Major change.
Now,
Yeah, there's no cost, right?
no cost, but if we put them into the organizational meeting as one of our official days, then it's not, as we don't have that.
I bet you.
But yes, I apologize, Don did review it.
I'm texting him.
Which means that if this is working out, that next July, in our organizational meeting, we would have them two. that we
Yes.
would say.
Yep. Jake's view of returning, but I know that it's already moved. Did you want to discuss
I'm just wondering, I think our investment policy says you can use banks and financial institutions. Does that have to be changed? Because this is something that's allowed, it looks like under New York State law, but is it consistent with our investment policy that says?
Yes. So currently, our policy is very vague. We talked to Marcia about it, and it was something she wanted to change, so Danielle will actually be looking to talk to you all about that within the next coming months too. It's very vague, and she wants to update it. But, so this covers your basics.
As long as
Basic,
Don looks at it. and-
Yep. Basically, when I was talking to Marcia about it today and Danielle, Marcia said, it just says, don't make bad investments. So clearly that needs an update.
Oh, gosh.
So you've seen this already, a little bit?
Pardon?
You've seen this already? a little bit? Just wondering when we make these decisions, that the first time you see it isn't at a board meeting, because it's a pretty, I like to read through it, but I don't have time because you're pressuring me.
It's just like CNB, I understand that, but.
No, but it just, if we're really doing our due diligence, we should read through it. I understand what you're saying.
It was also my fault for not getting it to you sooner, I apologize. But,
Maybe Danielle should as well. Since it came from her, and it's looking at a treasurer's responsibility.
and she offered to come, but she's not able to. And there's no fee for that.
Mhm.
It's basically, it's just if we were switching banks, it's not like, we're losing out on a lot of money. The village's money is, should be invested, and
Yeah, just my conversation with her alone this afternoon, because I asked about it. And she really answered the questions that I had, and it made more sense.
I'm also happy to invite them to our next meeting, like last, before you guys decide.
It's up to, I'm only one person. These
Or
guys
more
seem-
than happy to do that.
These guys seem to be content.
Where does this leave then with CNB?
No, we still are with
Yeah,
them.
that's fine.
Yep, they're our official bank
Yeah.
still.
That has nothing.
We just are now, we're able to invest in other areas outside of CNB, so it's not just that. So we're diversifying our accounts
Mhm.
and our investments. Basically, in the Office of the State Comptroller would tell you, not you, just in general, they would say, you're silly to not be investing, not necessarily night class, just to keep checking monthly. Now, currently, we do 30-day CDs, because everywhere has been pretty low in terms of interest. So,
So is this, what other places are like this?
this is one of the only ones I know of. They're a Nikon
Yeah.
company. That's really the only one I'm aware of. It's not like I know it seems like lengthy, but it's really not. It's very simple.
Yeah.
Like it? It says it's not a savings bank.
No. So there's no, like, you're not to the same, where you can't move money to the savings account. This is different. It's only available to municipalities, and you can move money as fast as, say you need money. That's the other thing. That if you put and invest in a CD and it's 60 days, you can't take it out before that. We don't have those rules with my class. So if you need something, you take it out.
And do they invest the money?
They invest, that I don't know a lot about, but that's what, it's the same the way the CNB would be doing it. It's similar to a CD, but
I can't believe they're paying that high of an interest rate over
Wow.
everything. So they've got a,
Mhm.
well, it changes, next month it could go down, and then we might pull it and put it back into a CD. It's just the opportunity to make sure we're diversifying the investments. Yeah. Could, you never know, the market could go down and then we're going to 0.2.
Yep.
And then pull your money out.
Yep. So it's just strike where the iron's hot.
I like that. All right, let's go.
But
It must be quite a big,
I'm more than happy to invite them to come and bring.
I'll say we don't need them
no need, I'm good. I like it, it's confounded on the daily basis.
Liquid.
there. All right, Mayor, this is where you take over.
Okay, so I did have a,
Carl had the motion,
Yes. so there's a second.
I'll second.
Mayor Byers, you okay with that?
I'm not in favor of it. You call the vote.
You did call the vote.
You did.
Yeah, you,
Yeah, he made the
Everybody
motion.
agree?
But he made the motion and then I think you asked a question. So we just needed a second.
I said a second.
And he did, but.
Who's second?
Mhm.
So you've gone through
Good.
everybody, everybody said yes, yes.
I just wanted to make sure that you were okay with us moving forward, if you had any other questions before we go on.
I have no other questions, I
Oh.
read through this earlier.
Oh, just want to make sure. Okay, trustee Lauer,
Aye.
trustee Belkane,
Aye.
trustee Abolito,
Aye.
trustee Lancy, Mayor Byers.
Aye.
Motion passes.
I'll come back with comments at the next meeting, I think I'll ask, because the other meeting with the mayors of the villages next week, and this will be one of the questions that I can bring up in terms
Yeah,
of
that's
what
good.
they feel regarding.
Yep.
Yeah.
it. So
Definitely.
I'll ask the question, and
What if you get, what if you get a lot of negative feedback? We could have waited a week. Just saying.
We can still wait until the mayor's meeting.
Nope, voted on now, Heather.
If I get a lot of negative feedback, that would be from the majority of them, but I don't know why there would be 6 or 7 of them there. So, well, including, you pointed out, Hilton, not Hilton, East Rochester.
Yes.
Well, I didn't include them, so that would be more. Okay, so I will do that. I'll
Sounds
ask
good.
at the next meeting next week and come back. Is that your comment? Okay, next we have here a resolution to authorize the mayor to sign and enter into an intermunicipal agreement with the town of Webster for sidewalks. This has been available for you to look at for a while and for comment. And personally, I think that it's a good deal and it's worthwhile definitely entering into. In favor of it?
Yeah.
Have any questions regarding it? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion, Mayor, sir.
Second.
Trustee Abolito,
Ah,
trustee Lauer,
Aye.
trustee Belkane,
Aye.
trustee Lancy, Mayor Byers.
Aye.
Motion passes.
And finally, we have a resolution to authorize the superintendent of public works to promote Brandon Rupilier and motor equipment operator with step 1 senior motor equipment operator at $29.57 per hour, effective Monday, February 12th, 2026.
Yes.
Yep.
Devin,
Yes.
can you second that?
I second.
Okay.
huh?
Sorry, I wasn't ready.
I know, well. Yeah.
You made a motion, Carl second.
Alrighty, trustee Lancy, trustee Lauer,
Aye.
trustee Belkane,
Aye.
trustee Abolito,
Aye.
Mayor Byers.
Aye.
Motion passes.
We had a, we opened bids, proposals for the sewer, and we would need to have, at the next meeting, which is going to be the 14th, we would need to have it at the 14th of
Of March.
We need to have a full board present, if at all possible, because there will be a bond resolution at that time. And do that, and past that, we would need a majority, which is 4 out of 5 for the board, so.
A super majority.
I would ask that all of you put that on.
So 3 is not a majority? It's not?
Super majority.
Oh, wow. March 14th.
There were 4 we will need to have a, is it the 18th? We had to be by the 18th. Something had to be in place.
So I put a note for you on the first page, sorry, on your folder. Sorry. So, but yes, we no longer need a special meeting.
Oh,
We had
okay,
Sorry,
okay.
yeah,
So we are good adopting this resolution then?
yes,
So that was cleared up after the meeting
yes.
that we had this afternoon.
Yep, so we will
Okay.
set the public hearing on the meeting of the 22nd. And then, we called Don and got him on a call with BPD and Labella and Jake and I. And, there was kind of some confusion about how long we had to post, to get it to the paper. And actually, it just needs to be 10 days, so not 20. So, there was some confusion on BPD's, so, yeah, we're all good now, but we will need, yeah, like you said, as many people as possible.
Okay.
And I also put an updated, I just got it from BPD at like 5 o'clock, I printed it out for you, updated schedule to the left hand of your folder. And there's 2 pages, which kind of goes over all the way up to, what, Jake, was the very last step that Don added, which was what?
And I know there's a public notice and the resolution and the,
It's on the second page.
oh, you don't have the,
Notice of the
award
estoppel.
bids.
Yeah.
But after the bond resolution, we have a, it's kind of almost an informal thing, but it's a notice of intent to award. It's a step because of the time period in between the bid opening and the notification, or the notice to proceed, or the notice of award, I guess, and then notice to proceed. We wanted to be able to get people moving on it with a notice of intent to award. But it just can't be official until the bond resolution, until the expiration of the permissive referendum period and the estoppel period thereafter, after that.
Thank you. Clerk, attorney, we could just,
And I tried being a dentist, but he wouldn't let me.
oh goodness.
Well, I don't know, did we have a vote on random?
Yeah, that was like 2 things ago.
Yes, you gave me the, well,
Thank you.
that was my fault.
It'd be nice to have random involved. Very nice work.
And I did put his application in just your folders in the packet. And
At this time, Don's not here, so we will move to Public Works. And Jake, do you have anything that you would like to let us know about and let the public know?
All is pretty quiet right now without the snow, but we're continuing, taking advantage of the nice weather today and doing some additional catch basin clearing out and running some storm lines. You know, the back truck, we actually, with this nice weather, took our sweeper back out and are attaching a suction unit on the back of it again for the catch basin cleaner so we can continue that. I think the storm a couple Fridays ago on the 26th, kind of highlighted, when we had a large amount of rain in a short period of time with the snow melt, and the brief heavy rain pushed all the leaves and snow into the catch basins, and they blocked the catch basins, and the water couldn't go through, and just at capacity. So we want to do everything we can, obviously, to prevent any issues, anything with that, but we can they can design it, you know, they have X amount of rain that they're expecting, and then there's a safety factor where they design sewers and storm sewers, you know, say 2 or 3X, but when we get 8X, not a lot that can be done, so just highlight the importance of people, you know, having sump pumps that are working. We no longer allow with the new stormwater regulations people to hook up directly to the storm sewer. It's supposed to recharge the ground where you're at. Whenever you have new impervious surface such as a house or a parking lot or a driveway, that water's supposed to shed off that and kind of recharge the ground right there. Years ago, people could tie in, and 99% of the time it works absolutely fine, but the 1% when it doesn't, it's, there's an issue when people get flooded basements and this and that, or have, some pump issues and things, so. But, we continue to do that. The guys are, working on that. They go out really before every rain event. If we know we're getting a heavy rain, they go out and clear catch basins so we don't reduce flooding. But that could be a double-edged sword too, because you let water into the system faster, so the system fills up faster. So, but they clear those grates, they clear the outfalls behind, there's one over behind, or the inlet behind McDonald's, outfalls down at the, down along the expressway where it crosses there, wherever we have inlets for some of the ponds and other stormwater facilities that we manage, making sure that they're open and clear so everything can run, so. And that's it, but I do appreciate, allowing and authorizing to promote Brandon. I think he'll do a great job. He's been here 9 years already.
But he does a great job already.
Yeah, and he came from a very similar position in another organization, but he's, will continue to be an asset, just in a different role. But he, I think it's a really good thing, so.
Want to comment on the good use of our parks
Oh, yes.
yesterday?
We had a unique use of our park yesterday. There was a gentleman in a garbage truck, turned down Harris Road, or turned off of Harris Road on the State, noticed some odd sound in the back of his truck and was observant enough to realize there was some smoke coming out of the back and had an issue. Knew his route well, knew how much garbage trucks cost, probably close to $500,000. He pulled off the road into Shands Park, dumped the load out of the back, and pulled the truck as far up as he could to get away from it. And the fire department responded. There was we had a big mess in the parking lot for a period of time. But the company came right out. They had a roll off there and loaded it back up after the fire department, blew it all apart.
Gosh,
I mean, it's tough when there's a fire
Yeah,
in something. You have to,
yeah.
break it apart a bit, but everybody did a great job, but the driver really.
Well, thank God.
Yeah, he saved the
Really?
truck and saved a lot of stuff and got away from any buildings or anything else, and so,
Oh
we had
my
a
gosh.
pretty unique pile if anybody drove by on. One of the new guys, I called him up, I said, hey, you got gloves? Yeah. I said, you gotta get a shovel too, for what? I said, you gotta pick a little mess, you gotta do a trash run in the parking lot, and I showed him the picture, and he's like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, we gotta get it cleaned up, and, okay. And I was like, no, I'm messing with you, but I appreciate your willingness, so.
I love it.
Well, if there is anything else, if not, the next village board meeting will be on Thursday, February 22nd, right here at 7 o'clock.
Oh, it's here?
Well, where would you like to have it?
No, just the way you said it, it's right here.
In the swamp, not in the swamp. It will be here. All right, well, nothing else, I'll ask for a motion to
Well,
take that to a
motion.
halt.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Carried unanimous. Thank you very much. We will see you again on the 22nd.
No, see you.
Where you want your plate?
Hmm?
No, I'm looking at this.
she said it's okay.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, and there's perennials that are in the basket already.
Oh, really?
And, what are those, weeds? Some of them in there.
Yeah.
I never heard of